guys, so I wanted to show you how Olive and I heel together, how I take her for walks. So typically what I do is I have the leash kind of right here at my thigh. See how the leash doesn't have very much slack on it so that she can't go too far in front of me. And I'll keep the leash behind me typically. That way as she gets older, it prevents her from being able to lunge forward. I still have this hand, you know, and with the leash pulling behind me, she couldn't get far in front of me. Gives me a little bit more control over as she gets to be bigger. So Olive, heel. Good girl. Good girl, Olive. Good girl. Olive, sit. Sit. Good girl, Olive. Good girl. So you notice how I just keep her on my left side? And I just kind of, like if she's lunging forward, I'll just say, Olive, heel. Heel. Good girl. Heel. Heel. Good girl, Olive. Good girl. She'll get the hang of it as she gets a little bit bigger, but she's doing really good so far. Good girl. Hi guys. Today I wanted to show you what I do with Olive when I'm feeding her and how I have her sit and stay before she eats. So Olive, sit, stay. See how I put my hand in front of her face? Stay. Olive, stay. Good girl, stay. Sit, stay. Okay. And then I bring my hand towards my leg as a come motion. So she hears, okay, and sees me say, come at the same time. This obviously takes practice as she's kind of a little baby, but she's really good at sitting and staying for me before she eats. Good girl, Olive. Come on, Olive. Here, come here. Good girl. So before I go out any door, I always have her sit. Olive, sit. And then I step out before she does. That way I'm looking at what I'm going into and she's not barreling through. She learns I go through first every time. So Olive, heel. Good girl. Once I'm out the door, I have her sit again. Olive, sit. And then it gives me time to either shut the door or assess our surroundings. This keeps you safe and Olive safe. And that's how we've started every day. This is Britton and Olive. And Britton is going to show you what the hand commands are. The basics of sit, stay, and come, and what we've done with Olive in training sessions.
All right, Olive, heel. Come on, heel. Good girl. Olive, sit. Good. Stay. Olive, stay. Olive, come. Good girl. Sit. Good girl.
So you'll notice his hand command as he puts his hand in front of her face for stay, and how he brings it down to his thigh for come. So notice how he praises her a lot when she does something that he likes. Hi guys, so I know that we mentioned that Olive is having troubles with kind of nipping up at your leg or kind of putting her mouth on you in some way, shape, or form. So I just wanted to show you a little bit of what we did with her when that happened. Olive, come. Olive, come. Good girl. Olive, come. So basically, I would call this a correction. And so essentially, whenever she kind of put her mouth nipped up at me, I would actually grab her and say, Olive, no. I pin her down, bring her all the way down. Now I'm in full control. So you can see I'll put my elbow kind of up on her. See, she doesn't like it. My elbow on her chest, and I actually squeeze her muzzle with both my hands and I say, Olive, no. So you hear my voice and you see how she's completely submitted to me. Once I've assessed that I correct her, Olive, no. Then I bring her up, because she's still so little, Olive, and get her to look me in the eyes. Good girl, Olive. Kind of reassess, like, I do love you. So she's still kind of like nipping at my hands. That's because she's kind of thinking I'm playing with her. So I wasn't firm with my grip on her muzzle. But essentially what you want is for her to establish, like, what I just did is a no-no. So I changed my tone of voice, I grip her muzzle, bring her down to the ground, and assess no. Olive, cut. Today I'm going to show you what I typically did with Olive during a training session. And just watch my hand signals and how I kind of coax her on to get her to heel and to stay and sit. And if she doesn't listen, how I kind of correct her or get her back into, this is how we sit and stay and come. Olive, Olive, heel. Good girl. Good girl, Olive. Sit. Olive, sit. Good girl, Olive. Good girl. Olive, stay. Stay. Olive, come. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Come on. Olive, good girl. So I try to kind of give her a second before I start healing because she's just not always aware that I'm starting to move. Olive, sit. Sit. And I just kind of pull her up like that, and sometimes I'll even help and push her butt down just so that she's really starting to learn what that is. I'm not giving her a hard, like, sit. I'm just saying, sit, and good girl when she does it. So watch my hand signals. This is what I do. I have her stay. I put my hand in front of her face. Olive, stay. Keep my hand out like this. Olive, kind of get her attention if she's not looking. No, bring her back. Olive, sit. Good girl. Olive, stay. Olive, come. Good girl. Sit. So these are the basics, and basically every time that she kind of gets out of that, I would bring it back to this, which we'll also discuss during our consultation. But essentially what you want to do is as she gets older and she's maybe not coming in the yard, I would put her training collar back on and her leash and do the simple on leash, sit, stay, and come, and then extend it from there. Good girl, Olive. Olive, heel.